Okay, here is part 3. We don't know how many we're going to do. The theme is, no matter how hard I try, this shirt gets wrinkled. We're going to try do a quick video on thankfulness and how to remain thankful. As a pastor, as many listening to 350,000 churches, Christian leaders, we can relate to some people where, if things don't get improved, then, we have to find some type of work elsewhere. And that can get draining to your marriage, running out of savings and, your wits' end. But how in the midst of that do we remain thankful? Because I know throughout the whole Bible, it's actually, I just read this morning, an offering to the Lord, give an offering to the Lord of thankfulness. Mm-hmm. That really stood out. Like, that's our offering. That's our sacrifice, to be thankful in the midst of and I don't want to downplay what's going on, but if you read Christian history,
sure,
we're not in a bad, sure. We shouldn't be, this is the worst generation ever. No, people lost their kids, they lost their life for the Christian faith. So anyway, thoughts on thankfulness, because that's a toughie.
Yeah. I actually just told Shane the other day, I haven't told you this yet.
And we're not the same height, but you have to watch video number 2 to figure out that reason why.
But I told you the other day, I think
I could do this. Reminds me of Chip and Joanne Gaines. He has a little influence on me now and then.
They're awesome.
We do want to visit. If anybody's out there in Texas and you can get us out there, that would be great.
But anyway, I had made a comment to Shane the other day about if or when I start blogging again, something had come to mind that I wanted to write about. And what happened, this is funny timing, because this crossed my mind before I even knew what a coronavirus was. So this was like maybe a month ago.
You thought it was a Corona beer at first. All right, sorry.
No, I can't take you anywhere.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Can't take you. Really, I had a point. Hold on, let me remember. About a month ago or so, I was just having a hard day. I know, hard to believe. I was having a hard day, and I was feeling anxious. I was just feeling really irritable. And
not over here.
Not at our
house.
No,
not in the pastor's house. We just walk on clouds and sing worship and read the Bible. We quote the Bible all day long. All day long. I don't know if we've had it. Have we had an argument?
So do our kids, actually.
No, they can quote the whole Psalms.
Well, they actually can't. Actually, one of our kids has.
But we haven't had a fight
memory.
in how many years now? I mean, we don't.
Anywho, what was I thinking? I was having a hard day, and I was just
That's not true,
actually, it's kind of a hard. Yeah, I think they. It was a hard week. Actually, since the baby's been born, I did struggle a little bit with postpartum and just different things and hormones.
Actually, since we got married about 18.
Poor guy. Anyway, I was having a little rough patch about a month ago for like maybe a couple days. And I just remember thinking, and at that point, this whole outbreak, at least we didn't know about it. Okay. We didn't know about it. So I was just, life was going about great. Ministry was good. Kids were healthy. Everything was just like, we're in a good season. And I was still very anxious, just frustrated, not very thankful, really irritable. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, if I can't even have joy in a season of things are good, ministry's good, the kids are good, everything's, not perfect, obviously, but overall picture, things were pretty good. And I just had struggled. I was having no joy, no peace. And I'm like, how is that possible? So anyway, and then the coronavirus hit, and I'm like, okay, should have really embraced that whole good season while I had it, because now we're in this crazy season. And so it just reminds me. So then now the idea would be to panic and, oh no.
Focus on what you do have.
Focus on what you do have, not take for granted just normal life. Like when this settles down.
And for the most part, everyone listening, this is healthy. Their kids are healthy for the most part.
Right. Yes. And then I was even thinking, okay, now even not taking for granted what we have now, because perhaps this is the good. We don't know what the future holds, whether it's coronavirus, whether it's this, whether it's that. Taking those thoughts captive, appreciating what you have,
and being prepared, because the direction the economy is going, I don't see this virus fixing itself, and oh, we found a cure, and look, China was behind this or whatever, and everything's good now, and the economy's back to normal. This, at least where we're at now, I mean, a week or so into the high intensity. I mean, I got my trip canceled. I flew into Texas and said, hi, Texas, and flew home 7 hours later. So once that happened, though, this is a whole new ball game. I'm praying against it, but this could be a long process of, weaning out what's really going on, the economy. And so we've got to really, at this point, this is when really thankfulness.
Sure.
Lord, just thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for my kids. Thank you for my house. Thank you for my vehicles.
Well, yeah, I was even thinking, for all the people who are struggling that the kids are home and different things, thank God they're home and healthy. You could be having them home having the coronavirus. Mm-hmm. And I mean, some people might. So we are praying. That's one thing we wanted to know. We've laughed a little bit in the last few videos.
I don't know how long I think laughter is going to go.
Okay, laughter is good for the soul. I think you have to laugh. But truly, we are praying for the people who are affected, whether health-wise, whether financially, all the things. We're obviously praying for a huge revival. I think the harvest is ripe for that. Mm-hmm. Revival never comes without pain, unfortunately. So just time to be thankful. Praise God for what we do have, and the things that we don't have. You just can't focus as much on that.
No,
or else you
this is all about, we could have summed this up. This is take your thoughts captive.
Yes.
Take your thoughts captive, back to thankfulness. But before I forget, we're going to have prayer team members on our live feed service this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Facebook, Westside Christian Fellowship Facebook, Shane Idleman Facebook, and YouTube Facebook at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll have prayer team members on there. They can pray with you if you're going through fear, anxiety, sickness, whatever. We can even call you. We have no problem doing that. That's what we're here for. So hope that helps. Just having a spirit of thankfulness. We actually don't even have a spirit of fear. That's amazing.
Amen.
Fear actually has to be fueled. Fear needs a host. So if you turn off that fear and don't allow it to continue to build, he's a liar. Don't allow that to build. You can actually really overcome. So we just want to let you know that Idleman Unplugged. No, that's my podcast. This is, I don't know what we'll call this one. We'll call this one
Idleman Unplugged Vlog.
Yeah, or any comments, you can let us know what a good name would be. I don't know. But my point was, we want to encourage you, let you know, we go through challenges, we have struggles, we have arguments, we have kids that don't always obey on a hourly basis. I think an hourly basis.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. But they're great kids. We love, God's doing so many amazing things, but we want to let you know that we're in the same boat.
Yeah, okay.
No?
No, I had a thought that went with a different video. Go.
Okay, different
Bye.
video. All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you.